countries putting on carbon tariffs on Australia?
Well, if you look at the United States, the United Kingdom, they're not meeting their targets. So what's happening in that scenario? The government here is not going to meet its target. What tariffs will be applied to them? I think they're reasonable questions to ask, but we've got a responsible pathway to meet our net zero by 2050 obligation, but we can't destroy the economy in the process. There are a lot of economists talking about our economy going into a recession by the end of this calendar year. We had anemic growth in the last quarter. When you speak to restaurateurs, when you speak to retailers, people are keeping their hands in their pockets. We were out in Eastwood yesterday talking to some of the restaurateurs there. They're very open about it. People are not going out to restaurants. People are spending less when they do go out. And that is as a result of inflation, which is high, it's sticky, and in part it's because of the Prime Minister's renewables-only energy policy, which is driving up electricity prices, driving up gas prices. We've had a threefold increase in the number of manufacturing insolvencies in the last 2 years, and a record number of small businesses are closing their doors. There's no sense in just dealing with the headline figures. Every one of those small businesses, their lives are destroyed because in many cases their house is used as security with the bank to set up the restaurant or to set up the shop in the mall, and they've lost their livelihoods. And those families are under pressure at the moment because of the decisions Mr Albanese's made. And he's now talking about signing up to a 65 to 75% target that's just going to see electricity prices go up by another 20 or 30%. He can't tell you how much it'll go up by because he hasn't done the economic modelling. And how can he sign up to that in the middle of a cost of living crisis? I think the Prime Minister's so far out of touch with where families are. He promised before the last election that he'd reduce your power bill by $275. It's now gone up by $1,000. It'll go up by at least another $1,000. We don't know the real figure because he won't do the economic modelling, and yet he's prepared to sign up to this agreement without understanding how negative the impact will be on families. We know it's going to be very negative, but ultimately we don't know the true cost, and Australian families are going to be asked to bear that.